Hey, Rob Aubrey here with Insider Training. Thanks for joining us today. Today we're going to be talking about what I call definitions, right? And you're like, definitions, yeah. And so I kind of have my own definitions of things. And so let's talk about those. So here we go. So let's dive into definitions. So the first definition I want to talk about is called sales, right? What is sales? What is the definition of sales? So my definition is it's a series of questions that leads people to a decision. That's it. That's what selling is. It's not forcing people to do things. There's nothing we can say to cause people to pack their crap and move. They're either moving or they're not. So our job is to find that out. Are they moving? When do you plan on moving? Okay, in 3 months. Do you want to be sold in 3 months or do you want to start selling at that time? Oh no, we just want to start selling at that time. Okay, great. When you sell this, where are you guys going? Right? Okay, and then they go, well, we're going to blah, blah, blah. Okay, great. So what's important about that? Why are you moving there? Well, we, want to be near family. We want a different school, whatever. It doesn't matter. And so if it's a local move, if it's job transfer, then obviously we know why. Excuse me. So, but that's the definition of sales, right? It's a series of questions that leads to a decision. If they're not moving, that's a decision, period. Doesn't matter. Not rejecting you. They're just not moving. Okay. So our next definition is a condition. No, I'm sorry. Objection. I read my list wrong. So I have my little laptop right there. So next definition, because sales is a series of questions. Oh, before we go into the objection, so here's how you check your math, right? When you do math, you do 1 + 1 = 2. And then to check it, you go backwards. 2 - 1 = 1, right? That's how you check your math. Well, in sales, so sales is a series of questions that leads to a decision. How do we check our math? And this is a very, that'll make my grammar teacher roll over in her grave, but it's an expression that says telling ain't selling. So if you're telling people something, you're not selling. That's not sales. When you're just puking all over them and telling them things, you're not selling. You're going to be asking questions so that they can make an informed decision and you can help them. Like the examples I gave in that one of the show them what they asked for, know what they're going to take video. By asking questions, I understand what they want. So I'm asking questions. That's called sales. So let's go into the next definition, objection. Objection is simply an unanswered question in the mind of our prospect. It's just an unanswered question. So, good example is like, let's say you're showing a buyer a house. Do you like this house? Yeah. Do you like, whatever? And they're like, yeah. Do you want to make an offer? Well, we don't like the carpet. Okay. Well, let me ask you. So that's an objection. And so now I'm going to say, so we're going to isolate it. Let's isolate that objection and find out, is that really the issue? And so, well, let me ask you this. If the seller would replace the carpet, would you buy the house? If they say yes, then that was the objection. But then what if they go, well, we really don't like the area. Okay, we can't do anything about the area. We can't fix the area. The area is what the area is. But we can, and that's it. We'll talk about that in a minute. But in the next definition. So you want to isolate the objection and remove it. Find out if that's the problem. If they come back and say, well, then you have what's called a hidden objection. Or a hidden, condition. That's what it's called. And so that's what an objection is. It's just simply an unanswered question in the mind of a prospect. Well, we were told to ask you to lower the commission. Well, this is what I charge and whatever. And so, okay, do you have any other questions? They're like, no, okay. So it's just an unanswered question. Answer the question and move on. And so anyway, so that's it. So the next definition is it's a condition. Condition you really can't overcome. You can't fix it. You can't isolate and remove it. Well, you can isolate it to find out if that really is the issue. So, for example, a guy calls on a house and you're like, man, I love it. You looked at the photos but didn't know the price, whatever, and it's just out of our price range. Well, they can't afford it. They can't make the payment. That's a condition. We can't overcome that. Right? So that's just a condition. Objection, we can overcome. A condition you can't. So something like price or area, where it's not available when you're available, ready, or whatever. Just those are things that you can't fix. So that's what a condition is. Our next definition is for sale by owner, FSBO. So when I ask people, when I say, how do you define FSBO? Somebody that doesn't like agents, somebody too cheap to pay a commission and all that kind of stuff. So my definition of a FSBO for sale by owner is someone that needs your help so bad that they're willing to advertise so that you can find them. What a different mindset, right? That's a mindset shift. A for sale by owner is someone that needs your help so bad that they're willing to advertise so you can find them. So use that mindset when you're thinking about a for sale by owner, right? What about an expired? An expired is someone that wants to sell really bad, just needs a strong agent to come and can show them the correct price. So that's what an expired listing is. Someone who needs a strong agent to negotiate them to the correct price. That's it. Those are my definitions. Basic, just sales, condition, objection, for sale by owner, expireds, right? So 5 definitions. So kind of use those, and it's really about a mindset. Not that I'm the end all be all and all that kind of stuff. No. These are just more mindset kind of things that I like to do rather than have all the negative that goes along with them. Because if I would have told you to call for sale by owners and you're like, oh, they hate agents and they don't want to pay a commission, well, you're not going to call them or you're not going to have very much success. But if you go in there with the definition of they need my help so bad that they're willing to advertise so I can find them, well, now you're going to call them. And you're going to think about that. So anyway, hope that helps. If you have any questions, call me. More than happy to coach you through it. 801-999-8209. Thanks. Make it an awesome day.